Someone who was talking about let me make it clear. Because I'm not politics, I will build my system. I'm not clear, so they can pay taxes. I'm clear, we can eat it, Jeff. We can eat to be a money, but when you come people, what is that happening? It will never happen. Blessed with all the when last week you connect all the things and but they said that woman is the person that needs hope and the person sacrifice the water. We got our family. It is the time to be happy. It is no other time for the country is not better. It is never other time for the country is better. Some of your thoughts should have said that you were in the city. We may be on the other He said the president
Okay. All right, we're coming to anything you want to say for now before we leave you. I don't talk because then when I heard what was happening, it was only 2% to sign. I was me and the money. Now what I want to do, I said, what is going on? You were here when we have sent paper, and you were here with our own direction, and we sent it with all the documents, legal documents, to Gabriel.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it feels to be back behind these microphones. To engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. It is another beautiful Thursday morning from the nation's capital. The 26th day of February. And of course, there are 2 more days to go. And we'll be talking March. So the thing that started small is going gradually. And of course, in no time it's gonna be behind. And people go say, oh, if we knew what you have done it this way, we have considered these other concerns. But it will be too late. Now you have the time. People are crying, they're raising their voices, and they're talking, they're saying the things. I'm a freedom fighter. You're ignoring them, you're acting like Fakar. no ears, and of course you're not listening. People are crying, they're talking, they're telling you what they want, what they like, what they do not like. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are on our voice this morning. Ganta Nima County, Bangabong County, Vonjama. They say the guy won't scream in Vonjama, and it has become a tough spot for the young people. And while the Ministry of Education is placing a ban on hip hop sensation Christophe the Change in Vonjama at that scream, or if you may, whatever it is, a river, or just whatever, people go there, they flex, they chill, they swing, and they are banging Christophe the Change. Who cares? Shout out to all our folks in Vonjama, and of course you know what we are talking about. So yeah, we follow it, and we know what's up. That's small chilling, I can be on there. Everybody jamming, jamming. Boys and girls, y'all jamming. Okay. Buchanan, Princess, Plebo, wherever you are. A pleasant good morning and welcome to yet another fascinating breakfast on the nation's premier breakfast conversation. Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. There are too many things to talk about, lots of things happening. And yes, good morning and welcome to our friends in the diaspora. It's always a good thing to have you join us. Oh yes, indeed. Favor Morris, Abraham Khan. And I only remember a lot of guys, you know, and all that. Scientists talking. Yeah, but thanks for joining. Too many things to talk about, lots of things. The menu is very loaded. And today we're going to shift the pendulum. We're going to go to you. Straight 1 hour. Dedicated to you, our listener. There are too many things going on in the country from January to now. A lot of decisions that has been taken. What message do you have for your president? I'm told this morning they are supposed to be moving the machines and trucks somewhere in Carisburg. Just so you know. What do you want to talk to the president about? The rape in the country, the prices on the market, the sodomy, the corruption, the demolition exercise. Speak your raw opinion and view about what is it in your country that's troubling you. I'm giving 1 hour this morning to you, the people. Whether it's the LTM, as the government try to bypass the Ministry of Transport, ignore the cries of the people and turn it in the face of everything, turn it over to LTM. What do you have to say about that as a citizen of this country, as a voter of this government? Or is the clear violations of the law to target, of course, former First Lady of Liberia, Marie Wia, and the way the whole thing is happening, especially the president? Speak to the president. Call this morning and say, good morning, Mr. President. President, I am citizen X, Y, and Z. And I'm calling from this district, this community. Mr. President, this morning, I'm troubled. I'm concerned. President, this is what I think you need to pay some attention to. And you speak for yourself. Whether you're in America and of course you're following how the country is being run, the level of division, the level of hate in Liberia. Is this the country that you knock your chest about? Talk to your leader. Talk to the president. And after the citizens 1 hour, what's your view? What's on your mind? And of course, at 9 o'clock, we'll wind that segment down. And then we come here to have conversation about some issues. To expand more on asset recovery and the property retrieval task force set up by President Boakai. And what we are hearing is troubling. And I want those of you that are very close to former President Weah and some of the top ups within the ranks and file of the CDC and all of that to kind of find time at 9 o'clock to listen or join the show this morning. I have a breaking news. And I have a news that they should consider and give some attention, or even the political opposition. Oh yes, this is how I pass my own over. I pass it on to you. Something is about to happen. But at 9 o'clock, we'll find out. In the meantime, between time, my name is Abu, and of course, it's good to have you join us. Thanks to our keke riders, our taxi drivers, motorcyclists, and of course, our factory workers, concession workers, laborers, and all of you, the watchmen, the security guards, the waiters, the waitresses, and all of you across the country. I mean, generally the people, the masses, plebeians, the have-nots. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the station that speaks for you, that talks for you, the program that elevates your plight. Good morning. We took a bash of our theme song, and of course, our Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we go straight to the phone lines and begin to take calls.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime and report it, don't take law in your hands or the real authority. Well, it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's copy ground for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's copy ground for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's copy ground for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's copy ground for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia is the official sponsor and, of course, partner of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. And so, folks, today is Thursday and it's good to be here. Just before, since we still have a small little time, let me let you know that Montserrado County Senator yesterday made an appearance and he made some remarks that's important for us to talk to you about. And I think I'm going to play it a little bit, right? Just so you hear for yourself, your teacher light. I'm not teacher light, but your light, right? This is Darius Dillon. Listen to Dillon's views on the bulldozers and, of course, the demolition that's going on in his own county, particularly affecting his constituents, his supporters. I mean, the people he represents, affecting them, right? Here's what Dillon thinks and says about everything that's going on.
Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways, and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down.
Okay, so that's Dillon's position, right? And then when you listen to Dillon, you feel like he's sounding like, he's supporting the law, or he's pro-development, or, he wants change and all of that. No. The position Dillon is no longer an ordinary activist. That's one thing. Dillon is no longer, Dillon is not sitting in the capacity of, a mouthpiece for the executive. And you understand? So Dillon is not. So first of all, you need to be able to filter and understand from whence the man speaks. The man is speaking as a duty bearer. He is speaking as a leader with the responsibility, right? Fiduciary responsibilities to deal with certain things in a certain way and get an amicable result, right? A win-win result. That's what, among all of us in Montserrado County, he's one of the two privileged to sit in the seat, right, that provides representation, oversight to check on government programs, policies, decisions, and actions, and make sure that the interests of the citizens or his people are guarded and protected and assured, right? And, of course, make laws, strengthen laws, repeal laws, give support to ensure that certain non-conformist attitudes and behavior are not allowed to go on. So he has a platform, right? So he has definitely abused and not utilized, the platform effectively and efficiently, and that have adversely caused the troubles we have. So a lot of them go to the legislature, they focus on themselves. They lie, and then when issues come up in the country, they start to sound like some activists or some advocate, like some ordinary people. Sometimes we need to start calling them out. But here's what I think. Here's what I said and what I wrote, what I believe. Having listened to Senator Dillon of Montserrado County and all of those, so I said this, and I posted on my Facebook page. This is where I disagree. I disagree with Dillon and any other lawmakers that will give support, endorsement, just like I disagree with the president. Because you know what? When duties are given to people, it comes with responsibility. When I listen to former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf talk about the freedom of speech and expression and the duty and responsibility that it comes with, the same way leadership and governance comes with duties and responsibility. So people who have leadership and do not know what their responsibilities are, right? They fail on their duties and responsibility. Then they shift it on the population. They make the people victim of their own neglect and abandonment of their duties and responsibility. So people like us have to be here to provide the necessary correction and education, not only for the unsuspecting populace, but equally for some of these people you elect as leaders, because some of them are misfit. They're dimwit, right? So here's it. I've listened to Senator Dillon of Montserrado County speak about the ongoing demolitions directly impacting his constituents, Montserrado, right? These demolitions that people are crying on for homeless, Satan, and other places. You have the senator of the county, right? You have the lawmakers. They're not saying anything. They're not making any substantive interventions or they're not using their offices, right, to mediate in constructive ways. We're not saying black, right, government actions, but make sure that government take these actions, right, premised on ensuring that the safety, protection, and well-being of the people are guaranteed. How is it difficult for lawmakers to understand that they should play, they must play those roles? I have tried to understand his justification, seeking to comprehend his purpose in these matters. I personally have tried to understand what justifies Dillon's remarks that I just played. And when they're in the alleyways, break it. So grossly insensitive. But let's go forward. However, as much as I try to comprehend his purpose in these matters, however, I firmly believe that Senator Dillon's comments on these demolitions are reckless, 1, 2, irresponsible, 3, visionless, 4, insensitive, and frankly, elitist. What do I mean by that? Dillon is no longer in the social bracket as all of us. He's an elite. He has accumulated wealth. He has accumulated influence and power. So, at that level, the day-to-day reality and issues of the people down there, they ignore, they don't care. Right? They absolutely don't care. Some of the conditions exacerbated by their own neglect of duties and functions. But he sounds like an elite. I'm a rich man. Who cares? These poor peasants just go ahead and be everywhere, anywhere, anyhow. So I disagree with Dillon. And I believe that his views are reckless, irresponsible, visionless, insensitive, and frankly, they are elitist. Especially when faced with the genuine cries and frustrations of those affected. Satan people. Now, you will wonder, why do I think so? It's already 8 o'clock. I'm supposed to be giving you your time. Why do I think so? Firstly, it is the fundamental duty of any government to preserve, protect, and regulate public spaces. It is not the people. These functions and duties are given to government. So if there are alleyways here, there are public land here, whose responsibility is it to ensure that people don't build on them, inhabit them, and what have you? Government. So if people in the face of these things go ahead and do it, who's responsible? Government. So when you neglect your functions and duty, right, and of course start stubbornly and distributing the country's wealth to yourself, and people go ahead unknowingly, in most cases, deceived, and they occupy this, you can come with heavy hand and sounding insensitive and saying, break the people's homes, let them sleep in the street, let them sleep in the open, let them cry about mosquito. That's up to them. That's insensitive leadership. It is the fundamental duty of any government to preserve, protect, and regulate public spaces, including alleyways. The government responsibility. This regulation should aim to prevent unauthorized encroachment by providing effective support to the zoning division of the Ministry of Public Works. So then, let's ask Dylan, when a budget goes there, they're making allotments and all of those things. How have they empowered the zoning division of the Ministry of Public Works to ensure and protect public spaces so that they're not encroached upon? Because if that happens, right, it will interfere with humanitarian issues, and then we'll be just where we are. Instead of going on public radio and sounding cluelessly, insensitively, and playing a blind eye to the cries of the very people that you beg on your bellies for vote. Right? To prevent unauthorized encroachment by providing effective support to the zoning division of the Ministry of Public Works. Such proactive measures are crucial to safeguard vulnerable citizens. Most of these people on these public spaces are vulnerable people. And as a leader that Dylan does not recognize their vulnerability, when you go and listen to the stories, as a leader, where is compassion? And you think you got to sit down. Look, it's just like the president did. Break the people place. God not making new land. These are statements that are utterly insensitive. You understand? Lacking empathy and what have you. So this thing here is beyond just, clapping and say, oh, we want development. There's a human side of it, and there's a duty attached to that. When God bless you, you get money, you get job. It ain't mean the people who not get money, the people who not get job, they didn't get sense. They're lesser human being. So you can talk to them anyhow. You can tell machines to go and break their home, no matter their cries, no matter their tears, no matter their frustration, no matter their disappointment. You can insensitively ignore them and endorse. Where is the rescue? Where is it? Such proactive measures, like I've said, are crucial to safeguard vulnerable citizens from unknowingly investing their life savings into properties located in areas designated for public use, like alleyways. If government does what it is supposed to do, it will protect the very vulnerable citizen that the small money they've been working as sweeper in ministries and other places, that they will not go and invest it in alleyways because they are vulnerable. But if government neglect it and allow the people, right, most of whom are illiterate, right, to a larger extent, most of whom, right, are desperate to go and invest their meager resources, their life saving into these places. And then as leader who fail on your duty, you come back, you sit down on national platform, you don't even recognize the sensitivity of the havoc to propose a much more compassionate way of getting involved. By doing what? Using your legislative authority and space to advocate for some sort of allotment and push the executive to say, you know what? Yes, we agree. At this point, as a government, we made a mistake. We didn't safeguard these properties and these lands. Unfortunately, our people went in all of desperation And of course, some people deceiving them, they put their meager resources there. And we are the government. We can't just go carry yellow machines so we're ready to open a way to create access and start breaking their homes and leave them like that. It's unacceptable. So let's put a small fund here, right? To support this, to intervene, talk to our partners, develop something, design something creatively, and reach out. There are money available at the UN, the World Bank, and other places for these kinds of things. But you elect people to leadership who are not aware of anything. They don't find solution. They're interested in naked power. And that's what they do. At the end, who become the victim? You. You're the very same people that were singing songs and dancing in pool water behind them. But now they don't care about you. So it has to take us. While their stooges are defending the onslaught against you, we got to come here and empathize with you and stand with you and look in their faces and tell them that what they're saying is absolute nonsense. And Dylan, what you said is nonsense. It's unacceptable. It's been rude to the people. Very rude. Unfortunately, the Liberian government has, for an extended period, abandoned these fiduciary responsibilities to ensure that they protect, safeguard, and of course, prevent encroachment on these public spaces to save vulnerable citizens of losses, lifetime losses, and justify by, oh, we want development, we got to change the country. No, our case as Liberia is not like any other country. We're a unique country. We respect human rights. We respect human dignity. We are among some of the first nations in the world to accede to human rights treaties. And we must be seen as an example. We can't have people bringing to us a Kamajo Days attitude, and then we sit down and we say, oh, we want development, and we see our fellow men crying. Their homes have been taken away, their families, their kids can't go to school. Do you know what it means for family, for an entire family to be languishing in the street? Do you know what it means? What is that what you call development? Right? The government has abandoned that, allowing society to operate almost in a state of self-governance. People go ahead, they do everything. Some people hanging, somebody just be in commissioner office, start passing around, selling government property. They see government as supposed to regulate, giving it, see vulnerable people. The man, security man to labor ministry or someone at ministry, and put a small, $80 salary, what they giving in, save it, it reach 1,500. Put another person can, oh my man, I guess on a horse party, or the man take money and pull it inside. Now you're seeing government people doing it to the people. Then the big leaders who sit there and take all the money to themselves will kind of sit on national radio, say, break the people home, break it, clear it, move it from there. After neglecting their responsibility and duties to the people. And the society that is supposed to be governed and regulated properly, but you have an ineffective and inefficient government that ignores the issues that matter, right? Comes back and allow this place to be like a self-regulated environment regarding land use. Issues of land. Sometimes you ask whether there's a land authority and what do they do? How do they safeguard? Or there's a zoning division that determines who builds where not to build, and all of that. Why are these things not active? You hold the people responsible? No, government is responsible. Government is responsible. There are people taking paid. How much does government provide for these people to ensure that they are capacitated? They have the logistics to be present, regulating, and ensuring that things are orderly in the country. This systemic failure has created the very predicament we now face. Those failures, abandonment, and neglect of duties and functions of the government has created the predicament we now see around happening. And some of us are clapping, some of us are celebrating. As a senator, Mr. Dillon has a non-negotiable duty to seek the welfare of his people. It's uncompromising. And I challenge him to sit in front of me and tell me, say, no, There is a point where, as a senator, you have to ignore the welfare of your people. Your people are being rendered homeless. And you sit down there, and I don't know, these people they pass around and say they're educated, they're smart, right? As a senator and a leader, so to speak, Dillon has a non-negotiable duty to seek the welfare of his people. So the comments from Dillon is reckless, is irresponsible, is visionless, and of course, to a larger extent, it portrays him as an elite who does not care about the plebeian and the concerns of the vulnerable masses of the country. These are the people you call leaders. And these are the people you're expecting to transform this country and rescue you. When you take the country and give it to buffoons who are not even knowledgeable of themselves, and of course, their duties, their functions, and what they're supposed to do, and how they're supposed to represent you adequately, and ensure that no government decision is supposed to be made, right, to injure you. No, it's supposed to be made to protect you. But when you're making decisions, you're saying break the people whom. How on earth will a leader sound like that? Where in the world? That is a mark of a dictator, a clueless, undeserving individual who made their way to state power through compromises and, of course, deceptions and lies. And you check the record. Look at Dillon. How Dillon became lawmaker. How Dillon became senator. Criminality, lying, propaganda. You did not take the time to x-ray the man, check the man's file, and make sure that he possesses the characteristics of a decent leader that will represent your interests and your welfare as required by leadership and its purpose. Regardless of their social status or economic standing, as a senator, you have a non-negotiable duty to seek their welfare. Whether they're living in Sunnywear, they're living on islands, they're living in the barracks, they're living wherever, you have a non-negotiable duty to ensure that executives take decisions that protect their welfare, not to render them homeless in their own country. No, absolutely. To ignore these crucial realities and endorse the outright demolition of our people's home simply because they are situated on alleyways is not just reckless, but profoundly insensitive and elitist. It fails to acknowledge the historical context of government neglect that led to these informal settlements in the first place. As a senator, he has failed to recognize that indeed, historically, government as a whole has neglected, and because of the neglect, it has led to these informal settlements. And if the government wants to correct its irresponsibilities, it must take responsible actions and decisions, and of course, empathize, sympathize, and of course, provide helping hands to the people. That's what, if I am senator, that's what I'll call for. That's what when I should speak to the issue, that's what I will say. Because I'm aware. Because I studied leadership to understand that it has to be about the people. These are the very homes of the people Dillon now instructs the government to be tuned down. These are the very homes that Dillon is instructing, right, to be tuned down. The same people he humbly begged for votes, crawling on his belly, promising to be a beacon of light, ensuring that government will work for them. Those were Dillon's promises. He said, I will be a light in the place. I'll make sure that government will work for you. These people, they are spineless. They are not advocating for you. They are stealing from you. They don't come back. He changes. He is an elite. He has accumulated, right? He promised you that he will ensure as light that government works for you improve your life and uplift your communities with a deep sense of duty and service. His current stand feels like a stark betrayal of those past commitments. That's what he needs to be told. After years as a senator, having accumulated significant wealth and influence, Dillon now appears to speak down on the very people who elected him, ignoring their profound distress, to advocate for more demolitions without addressing the root causes or providing viable alternatives demonstrates a troubling disconnect from the lived realities of his constituents. That's the fact that needs to be said. As representatives of the people, a senator's primary role is not to act as a spokesperson for the executive branch. Instead, their job is to fiercely advocate for the human rights and dignity of their constituents, demanding that the government prioritize its citizens rather than blaming them for years of governmental failures and dereliction of duty. This very Senate, including Mr. Dillon, voted for and passed a staggering $1.2 billion national budget with absolutely no meaningful push for compensation for targeted victims of government demolitions. Dillon can't show us that. He can't present any record of that. So Dillon lacked the moral rectitude and the standing to be speaking as a voice in this matter. He is a failure. He's a betrayer. He is an elitist. That's who he is. He should shut up. Shut the hell up and allow our people, right, to handle their issues. If you can't help the people, don't speak down on them. Don't do it. But what did they don't do in the passage of these $1.2 billion budget? Instead of considering that his people will be victimized and rendered homeless, what did Dillon do? They signed off on substantial increases for the executive budget and even the Senate Pro Tem's office. Senate Pro Tem is his booty. It's his friend like that. Dillon then approved that. They did not consider you and what will happen to you. Further underscoring a prioritization that seems far removed from the immediate needs of the dispossessed. In this instance, to support Mr. Dillon's comment means you are acting cluelessly and pretending to be a pro-development person. Sometimes we are the cause of our own problem. And Dillon goes and acts like he's all knowing and big-headed and talking nonsense and speaking down on our people, and people be like, oh yeah, that's true. Dillon say, where is the truth? Show me the truth. $1.2 billion. They don't sit down to decide for the people. Where are the people interests? They're breaking the people's homes. What are you giving them? You sit down, you neglect the duty. People occupy areas that they are not supposed to be. Your very government people take these and give it to them. Your archive people take records and give it to them. And you come back, you don't want to take responsibility, say break the people's homes. Fellow Liberian, it's reckless. But anyway, so let me open the phone lines for you. Like I said, this is an opportunity for you to speak to your president. Too many things going on in the country. What's your thought? We are not all knowing. We do not have knowledge over all. So I want to give this period. It's like 40 minutes, and you call in and talk, speak, or forever hold your peace. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 886 500 104. Just whatever it is that affecting you, that when you have the opportunity today, you want to speak to the president. Say you get one moment to tell the president as a citizen what's on your mind. Let's hear you. This caller here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And Abu did a daily thing, and I joined you my resident this morning. You know, Abu, some of us knew that 2020 reflect the issue. But Nigerian people, you see there, they don't listen to people when you
David King, I want you to just go, to the point. I mean, let's speak to the president. What's your mind? If it's a Dillon issue, you can talk about it. I mean, like demolition issues. Just talk about forget about Dillon as a subject.
What is on my mind this morning that I want to say to Mr. Boakai? Mr. Boakai, you were the champion for begging in Liberia. And you know how the institution is. Because you yourself were destituted before. And today, those Liberian rules that you are ordering your men to break down. When I see the people in Satan, they look at people in Gaza. So, the life in making our people to live today is not fine. The public work minister told us that you are now Ali, but you live around Ali. You surrounded by Ali. And we know fully well that you are living on an alley. Today or tomorrow, no time will come. And we don't care. Because you have set this president and this president is working for you.
Okay.
So any government that comes tomorrow will tell that government to break that house that you live in. So you yourself can know how it takes to build your one room or your two room and people come and break it down. The way you are designing that alley, will break it down and straighten on that room that goes around your house and check on you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear another person. What's your take? Whether it's in the issue of electricity, I mean, rape and what have you.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine. Let's hear you speak to the president.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Demi. I want to speak to the president. I want to remind you of something.
Go ahead.
I think, Mr. President, you were in the government of Samarkand, and you saw what happened. The government gave it to that time. That was what brought the war in 1990. And Mr. President, I knew that you never came to lead the country. You came to chase someone. This is why the whole government confused, because you're never came to lead. You're came to chase someone. The man you came to chase, you're not going to get him. So you need the idea of leading this country. So we please, I'm please telling you that we don't want you to do what happened in 1990 that came about war. So, hello?
Go ahead. Finally.
Yeah. So, finally, we trying to, for me, I'm trying to tell him he should know what happened about 1990.
Okay. Thank you very much. The caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is the West Point. Good morning, Mr. George. Good morning. My advice to you.
No, we are talking to Boakai, not President Boakai. Yeah. What is it affecting you that you want to speak to the president about? Go ahead, you're live. Okay, something has happened. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. What is your name?
My name is Sam Lamy.
Go ahead, Sam. Let's hear you.
Okay, Chico, what is on my mind this morning is talking about the transport and traffic management issue.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to know that the act that created the transport ministry and the act that created the Liberian traffic management, which one of them is ready to bring forward the friend? Because if that the one that is going on, it will be very harmful for us as we business people we have our businesses doing, and we go to the repo channel by going to the transport ministry to do all our business registration there from the transport ministry angle. But now the president has just found executive committee that is starting from next month. All issues should be turned over to traffic management so that we are less confused.
Okay. So what do you want to say to the president then?
So for me, I want to say if any of my colleagues are listening to me under my voice is coming my point. All drivers, ticket riders, motorbike riders, we should not fly that day. We should park all our vehicle, our motorbike, our ticket. Every private car, we should park there and let the people know that traffic, the Ministry of Traffic council is the legitimate branch of the government of Liberia. It's non-traffic management. It is not traffic management. That is the legitimate branch of the government. And so, one of my boys, all drivers, the motorball rider and ticket, to go and lay the things down. Let's go on a massive protest, violent protest in this country. Let the government know our importance in this country. So that's my input this morning.
Okay, thank you very much. Traffic management is what concerns him. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yes, good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
And good morning to the people of people of North Country. Abu, my name is Mohammed Dondo Fofana Jr. But I joined a conversation from the Japan people to be specific at the Mona factory. Well, Abu, my advice to the president this morning, Mr. President, you're the oldest, man in our country. But when you are running the country, Mr. President, we are begging you. We are begging.
There is no record proving that he's the oldest man. So he's an old man, but to say he's the oldest man in the country, I'm not sure about that.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead. I just wanted to correct that. I am not sure he's the oldest man in the country.
No, I'm saying, I'm talking with the president since now. I'm not discussing, general. The president is the oldest. Okay. So Mr. Bando begging you, the noise is so much in our country. It's just making the entire country so nonsense. The president begging you, man, please, man. You gotta think wisely and do something better for this country. Thank you this morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Call me Mr. Jackson, calling from Youngstown 5. Cuba.
Go ahead, sir.
I want to speak to the president of the republic. When it comes to our mother Colombia, that's what you're going to be saying. The law is the law. The law is the law. The law is the law. They want you will know that from time tomorrow. We're going to what they call law. We're not living by the law. We're not living by the constitution. I just when you just grow water, money will all will follow them to the court. Secondly, to deal with and put in a place. So that then I talk with you. For laying on the ground, the lie. That is your senator now. They may also tell commander no. That we give. We can know what to place our people. People don't have put up in the you play the Mary College and I treat my human speed. But senator, what you want the president talking everything you so tell the president no. That's what they did. That's what they did. And if people get new hope, they will say, I was senator there. So all the things that they put in the country, man, that's what happened. We saw the Red Riot, we saw LU Riot, that brought the country to nothing. Maybe for that we carry it to another 15-year war.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was 776 are the numbers. Let's hear you. Good morning.
How are you?
Go ahead. I'm fine.
Everything is Prince. I'm calling from Brownville Rainbow Community.
Go ahead, Prince.
Okay, brother. I want to tell you that this government, they are trying to power to destroy the Liberian people. You understand me? People that government are here for his people. They will want to destroy the poor poverty. So the people that are not there, the government always said they will dance with the devil. So every president of the devil.
So Prince, what is it as a citizen that is bothering you that you want to talk to the president about? This is an opportunity to honestly communicate with your president.
The yellow mission I want to bring. Hello?
Go ahead.
The yellow mission hello?
Go ahead. We're listening.
The yellow mission I want to bring. They're like to break all the warfare that in the brother in Morocco. Let us break the whole country down. But we'll let everything down end. That's what I want for you to do. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abu.
Good morning, sir.
This is the voice of the common voice champion.
Who's in Kerry? You got to call on the main line and stop calling the line. Go ahead, Q.
All right. I joined with the chauffeur. Can I ask you this scholarship?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Can I speak to my leader, President Weah, instead of Joseph Boakai?
No, Brian, we don't have the duty, and he's no longer with the direct duty to deliver on issues of governance and leadership in the country. So we need to direct it to the man in the executive mansion.
Okay, all right, no problem. I will do that. I'll do just that. President Waka is listening to me. I speak for the common people. President Waka, we know that you gave or Major Waka doing the dual dance. In that era, President Waka, you were Major Waka, and then you learn how to not use the law, but then you're using degree. You were leading a formal degree. And then you were doing a lot of bad things that will give you all for the consumption of radio listeners. And then we say as Liberian that you are going to offend us, refine. Because our executive take you up and lay you on vice president, because the 12 years was a period of being refined. But now have we gotten to know that in fact the 12 years was just a wasted year. In fact, because I said they got agree with you for you to go to the degree day.
Okay.
You kept
Okay, T1, your time is up. Because all the phones are ringing. So when you have the opportunity, just speak to one or two issues, and that's it. Let's hear you, Chief. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu. How you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
Let me say thank you again for the opportunity, and thanks for waking up early in the morning to speak for the Liberian people. And I believe this is John J. Bakwe anyway. And I want to speak to the president. Mr. President, we know that people are using your government that came to power. All of these things are your people. All these demolition are people that ain't government, but they go on the carpet of the business people or the using people. I'm telling you this because the fact that people are moving in, going, facing a fictitious deeds and bad data from the code, they go to probate code, they do all these things, they are doing it to cause problem for our people. These are the same people who are passing around, you hammer now a vote, you hammer now, sorry, you hammer now a vote. Before I conclude, my place have been living, I lived there for 16 years.
Okay.
Anyone who made a mistake, there will be serious calamity. I will go after your children. I will go after your entire generation because nobody going to use because of government in power to come and take people home and sell it and make good money out of it. This are the stuff.
But the people say they get the permits from the courts and go to legal processes.
Let me say this, Abu. I have been a liquor aid before. I've been a liquor aid for Convergent Testing Estate, and I used to be assigned to the court and to Ken and Associate. I am telling you what I know. The very first thing when any party litigant win a case, meaning on property, on a civil issue, the very first thing what needed to be done was you must serve the people the ruling from the court, those occupants.
Okay. When
you serve them the ruling from the court, you go back to the court. When the court do the eviction order, the eviction order will be served on these same very people to prepare themselves to move. But in this case, in Baka government case, the eviction notices are not being served. They can't serve the eviction notice to the people. They can't even serve the injunction notice to the people. They cannot even serve the court ruling on the people. So these are deliberate attempts to make people homeless. Look at go to Satan, go see how they put Lena Osa. Go to New Jersey Junction. Go to Cornwall. People been living to the prison for over 40 years. So the zoning law does not protect them anymore.
Your grandpa's brother say they should break the home. Say the people on the alleyway they should break it. Senator,
let me say this to you. But they put out all the home they break it and not alley. So you tell it, they don't telling me that they put a leafy say that they own alley. Are they on alley? They put in Cornwall, are they on alley? They put a New Jersey Junction, are they on alley? Somebody claiming 100 acres of land in a congested terrain. People been living there for over 50 to 60 years. Are they on alley? No, people need to be serious here. Anybody bring that trash to me, Abu, then we hear the story. We always go down and they bury all. Nobody's going to take my effort and put in visit so because they are government in power, and then you come from America and you in government, you're using the code, you go for fictitious deeds to go clean property, you come here, they bad all the documents in the court from the probate court to I'm telling you the serious. That's only I don't research and go speaking on this issue.
I'm telling you, Abu. Before you go to
that means people should stand up and protect their properties.
Oh yeah, that thing happened to me. But you see people, Abu, the same people we're talking for today, those are the same people who were calling Joe Buka Denso yesterday and giving the 17,000 plus vote. So sometimes we want to even say not to talk for them, but want to talk because when it happening today, will happen to different people tomorrow.
Okay.
But these people, they are the victim of their own circumstances. They are the victim of their own decision they took.
But they are Liberian people. You can't abandon them.
No, that's the reason you see me speaking to the issue. But I want to remind them about the decision and the consequence of the decision. Because every decision you take is a consequence of the decision. You must be able to stand by that.
Okay.
You saw, look, President Joe, we have built a road in Clarota. He brought anybody house down. He built a road in Doe community. He brought houses down. No. A responsible government will think about the well-being of its citizens. Nobody against development. But yeah, we got one money to carry bulldozers, somebody sleeping in their home. You make them homeless. They need to stand up. When they stand up, we'll stand with them.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very kindly. And so let's hear you. What else do you want to talk about? What's your take? Good morning. The president is listening. Good morning.
And let me say good morning to the listener. The news about political data. I'm calling you this morning for the Congress speaker in Congress. And let me appreciate you for your topic. And I want to speak specifically on the more issues that are ongoing. And you know, yesterday, there's committee where you come about diarrhea. Your man is talking to him, talk place, let's talk about the place. How can you be a state of most of our country with these things? You know what I mean? For people to be resigning the land where the built property they have been there for almost 40 to 50 years, then they're creating myself with a poor Abu. I'm kind of maybe everybody is moving on me. I've seen no balance, or so they don't know, they don't know the level position, whether the level person, whatever. What comment is in this thing? There should be comment rule. There should be comment rule. Comment should come in as a twin model. To say, oh yes, you are going to want a kid. That's true. But then, you have to get it back in there. The other thing, at least when we
so you're appealing to the president. You're appealing to the president to come in and help the people.
No, I'm saying the president is supposed to do what the president doing it to excuse those people that supporting him. You say that they have nothing. If they have nothing, so he took money from people. He was so used to support them. So you want to excuse the people doing
that? You guys are very high. I try shoving down your throat, appeal the message. No, he's not appealing. He's telling the president. These boys are hard-headed. Hello, good morning. Edmond Kai, you've been on the line. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my dear brother. I'm the visually impaired that is pushing for the return of President we are 2029. Thanks, my brother. Let me start with the disabled community. Mr. President, there is a serious issue in the disabled community. You were here for 12 years. We worked with you, and we didn't hear you telling us that you ever had a disabled mother. But when you are coming to the presidency, 2023, you let us know that you do have a disabled mother. So right now, the disabled community is not okay. The last time, they remarried about son Dean leaving, and then you brought in one not named man, saying he's a disabled man, and he is sitting there, and that's when we will handle it later, whether he's a disabled man or not. But the issue that has to do with gender ministry versus the disabled community is a serious issue.
Okay. Oh, there's a whole gender ministry for the disabled community?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just
the gender ministry, the last time they called few disabled people, and gave them $120 each, and told them that was a livelihood of money that they had given them, and they should go and manage it. And if you check the population of person living with disability,
so that money is going to be provided monthly or is forever?
No. They gave it to them one time. They told them that they should go and manage it and live with it. And so because of that 120 that they gave to few disabled people, they have now decided to go after blind people and beat them up the street. Quote unquote, they should not come on the street to beg with their children. And it's quite frustrating because in this country, people that you see on the street begging, they are educated. They can get job to do. But because the job opportunity is not there for them, the only means of survival right now is for them to be on the street to fend for their living. They don't like being there. When the rain comes, the sunshine, they are there. So there's a way that government can do it. If you think that one person is bringing 3 to 4 children with them on the street, you can advise them, what you do, if today you will bring Mary with you, tomorrow that Mary stay on that John come with you, because we don't want for you to put the children there, at risk. But for you to go that automatically, it's happening. It happened at Duboro Junction. It happening to other places, and most of the guys are placing call to us and asking us to help them flag the issue. The disabled are having meeting today and Sunday, so they can mobilize to come to join that ministry, because other people are requesting for their own money. Then more to that, they are saying that money is not enough to give it to them to ask them to leave the street. Because if you look at the population of persons living with disability, it should be around 600 to 700,000 people living with disability. If you just get up to just 30 or 50, that's a drop in the bucket. It's a children, it's a president. Call on your general ministry, let them do more for the disabled and start harassing them. Then quickly to this issue, quickly to the national issue. Look, Mr. President, this is a national threat. You cannot do this to your people. The way of demolition that is going on in this country is scary. It's frustrating. We are hearing about slavery. From slavery, football fee, all the way. We're hearing about it. We heard about Joseph Veteran Point. We heard about New Georgia, where people, look, my brother, how do you live somewhere for 30 years, 25 years? There is no war in this country. The war has ever since come and gone. 30 years, 25 years, 35 years, then you come, you say, I will be there for that 35 years, 40 years, that land is for you. It's a serious issue for the government to look at it. Since you are not, you don't care for the livelihood of the people, for the living condition of the people, but there's a need that you look at it, because gradually it's dragging our country back to
that means it will be for the president to reconsider his position, because his initial position was an endorsement of the actions of evictions and, of course, demolitions, when he said that God is not making new land.
Of course. You okay. When one of you said that, don't be surprised that tomorrow when these guys leave the scene, some of these guys in position will be the very people that will be going to clean some of the land for the guys that are buying it. The guys are not good. They are passing on the water and using these people to carry on the kind of massive demolition in this country, so that tomorrow when they leave power, when the dust is settled, they will be the same people that will be benefiting from some of the things. So president to the Liberian people, but they are the ones that are part of it. But since the president already declared that God is not making new land, God is not making new land. So the one that we have now, it belongs to all. You cannot allow, quote unquote, money man to come and marginalize somebody that has lived somewhere and build their property. You know what it means to build on 1 barrel or 2 barrels in this country? It's a serious issue. Say he had made that declaration, he lived with it. Some of his officials are saying people are going to the archive, backdating people deed, going to the civil law code, probating the deed, and harassing the Liberian people. There's a need that he look at it, because somebody in this government, they are part of what's going on. Okay. They are benefiting, and the benefit will be huge tomorrow. So there's a need to look at it, because people will not say to look at it. Mobilize the community.
Edmund, well said. You cover 2 issues. Let's hear you here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to the many listeners. My name is Baba Sherry, and I'm joining from St. Paul's Bridge. Let me give this time to talk to my dynamic and most experienced president, Musa Boakai. Papi, campaigner, we know that everybody can make noise. People can fight. People can make power. But the winner, you're doing your responsibility now. You take a twins model. in a small child. But now, we see that there is no experience. We see that there is no law for the country. We see that only your family and your minister you came to empower. We see that you came to pay debt. What if you can pay the poor people? They are profiting from them and get to money people because they get money. It means that you came to pay debt. We know that you came to what? Do business with like people resources. And you sitting all the everybody. This is a kid. Your power is over. You determine who to get and who to not get. And because you are the president of the nation, everybody get equal right. You get right to treat everybody. You are the peace model. You have to look one side and do so. The noise is so much. We're not expecting the kind of noise. Oh no, your leadership. Because what? You are the most experienced dynamic president ever never have. And this kind of thing happening, we are very surprised. But I ask you, please, you got more time. You can still change and be a good president. Thank you for affording me the time.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that color is off. Let's take on this end. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Steven P. Khalifa, and I'm calling in from Sinker.
Go ahead, Steven.
I want to tell the president, I know he's listening, that he came to power with 1% vote of the registered voter of this country. That doesn't mean that his win the presidency, should be treated against the common people that he's doing. The justice minister is in the know. Finance minister is also in his government. They are all in the know that Nigerians are suffering. If he can create jobs to employ the common people, to employ the masses like what the past president was doing, then he at least gave them a chance to live. Homes. If you go see it in the night, it's beautiful. Not because we can sleep in our lazy house, so we feel comfortable than the other people outside. It's one. The rain season is coming. So, Mr. President, you and Tantan, your children are comfortable, but people are suffering. These people are suffering, and the same people that voted for you. Please don't wait for in that district. Voted against Akara. I wanted to say 11. You go check that thing now, 11 votes. Just leave it. He preaches peace, and that's the best way. So, Mr. President, please, at this demolition, this eviction, what is not legal, let's do that stuff. Let's think about it. Common people. Times are hard. Times are hard. There's no job. You know how many families here on one point? Think about it. You see a fair year. How many jobs you created? Look at the jobs that Samuel 12 left there. Look at the payroll. What have you done? There can you tell you that will increase police, KFLP, I will increase this much money, NSA, and your EPI minute, I think, bugger the money. I think we're going to be arguing for that work business. I have not a job. But at least the people who want to pass around, sweat on the sun, get a chance to live. When the men come from America, when you see, and you see people already here, speak for them. Like what Josh, like what the president to the park. You look at the place, you say, yeah, I got a big place for these people before I can carry on anything together. There's no noise. All the Babylon they stay in that place. In a little bedroom, one bedroom, when you go there, all of them, they are relaxed. Why can't you do the same? If you don't want to do the same, then stop what you are doing. And the people at least need to foot the game. But you're not there forever.
That's correct.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let the people have their say and speak to their leader. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead.
Yeah, my concern has to do with the demolition exercise that is going on. Right now,
everybody talking about demolition, rape, and mysterious death also going on. You're only seeing people dying and all these things. But anyway, you have your right to talk to what you want to talk to. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, because as I speak to you right now, the green forest erosion is then heavily barricaded by armed police officers.
I want to agree with you because I was driving coming to work this morning. I saw the police truck with plenty of police boys that they were going down. It just came to my mind. I said, the people going somewhere today.
As I speak to you now, the guys on men in the truck are already mobilized themselves, shopping their colors, and I don't know how it will look like, but they're trying to give you the piece of information.
Oh, wow. So you mean people have shopping call licenses?
I'm telling you, Green Forest, you send your journalist the rest of the company opposite there. It's not easy there right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you very much for, I hope you're listening. Good morning.
Good
morning. What is your name?
Abu, this is somebody.
Go ahead.
My brother, it's a sad time for our nation to see one lawless woman who was begging to even provide food for himself. Because our people that they Abu, they will say they won't do anything. You get one Janga go here and started Jamaican, speak out. Why are people actually?
Okay, you off. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you, Abu. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a purple corner, down Coast Bone Hill, Winter Community. Abu, thank you this morning. Abu, I want to speak to my president, President Boakai. Liberian people elected you based on your campaign promises. You campaigned that you came to rescue us. President Boakai, your rescue has now turned to calamity in our country. Your government is destroying our livelihood because of your marching order that God is not creating no land. Your order have now encouraged all of the government officials in their carrying on industrial demolition in our country. Mr. President, some of us we struggle to get all these things that we get today.
So Spencer, they think you're saying that government officials behind these demolitions, they
that's bad. Yes.
I keep hearing it and keep hearing it.
They are the one behind it because of the marching order from the president. Because he told them that God is not creating new land. This is the opportunity to create that land or to claim that land. That's why they are putting us under the kind of a massive demolition and putting us on an industrial displacement still in our country. Mr. President, people are dying. People are dying mysteriously in our country. Mr. President, you need to wake up and do something. Tell your people to stop destroying us. You remember that one day you will come to us. And the next issue you have to do, Mr. President, with the yellow machine that you brought. This yellow machine, you talk about it 3 years. But Mr. President, what I saw yesterday to people, those yellow machines are not meant for road. Those yellow machines are meant for making garden. You know, guys, who you send to buy those machines, they deceive you. They just chop that money and deceive you, Mr. President.
They say the machines are, somebody said the machines are for mining. They're going to be mining secretly.
Money and Abu, when you see the bulldozer, it's just like the one they use for making garden. This machine will destroy you and destroy you forever and ever, Mr. President. Thank you very much, Abu, for always giving us the opportunity to make our presence on national issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. 0776-104-104-086-500-104. We take some calls and then we move to something else. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
I'm Thomas B. Calling around the country.
Crankema County?
The demolition is being holistic.
Mm-hmm.
Because they should also go and break down, you know. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You said it should be holistic. What do you mean by that? Morning. Oh, I mean, morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, this is Vivian. I can't call you from Buffett Motokono. Yeah, I just want to tell the president, the people president, Boakai, he's who let it to lead off. to rule because the one on our leading on he ruling us. The way he let him get to. And in a country, I won't get a country. We come on selling with your manage all of a point there. Well, I think also you won't stop. Every day the money as a speaking in they leave off. It should be still on every day be pretty proud for all. They come in and out because yes, they come and break in balance to my son and with it. And I committed there. That's a community can get so people take some Poland. So that's the way also when I want to run. When I want to run over going back for yesterday, not far. But some away the lofa and therefore for go to our own and how will be looking. So you more please sit down on the
Okay, please take time with us. I don't know what's happening to the line, but good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
I think we're going to participate on the radio because station off. But Mr. Back, the radio, so who's talking to the money?
We're talking to him. If people are listening, he himself is listening, and they don't mind them. They listen, and you just speak to it. Let them know because they see the only impression that they deliver.
We want to interpret their suffering. Somebody was here. Who are you crying? He listening. He said no. People fool you. Baga na injure like him or Harry. Baga being in the country for 2 years as president. Nothing you could see only that could bring any changes in the country. You want to put up for him. And today he said, go on making news. They're breaking people out there. And Abu Gregory allowing himself to be used. I said early morning, okay, I will say again. Gregory, you're not living Sierra Leone, you're not living no more, you're living like where you got family. People are going to spend 3 years, they are nowhere. When the citizen angry, we saw what happened in Nepal, we see what happened in other countries. When the angry, when the guy in the street, the police can make it again, overcome the police. We don't want Mr. Bakai to bring the country down the room again. Like, we are tired, you're not providing job for people, you're only destroying their home, you're not providing no job, people standing in the street, you're not giving a chance. I'm listening to Senator, they don't answer the fact. It is good for most of our country. You know, there are people who put the fact that they don't jail yesterday. Now the motors, they want to register, they don't. So after he becoming senator, he come back and say, they must boss all the people houses and break all the houses on alley. Which alley? Baka has spent 1 year plus in the country. In the level alley. When man Sally went on the radio and said that President Baka carried on the demolition of Railroad. He only knew who was becoming president. That's the reason why he said it. Because you know the man not listening, it's not listening time.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take this caller from the WhatsApp. The second to the last. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the show and thank you for what you do for our country. Always follow you and you come up with good talking point every morning.
Thank you.
But sometimes we don't call. But I'm kind of prompt to call this morning. Abu, let me say this to you. You know, this government, including the president and his children and some top government officials, let me tell you today, it's all a game. Though the money the people stealing, they're not able to carry the money outside the country because the people will seize the money. So they create a new strategy to take the land from the people, and they're going to build houses and put those houses into real estate to give it up for rent. That's the whole game plan. They bring somebody and they put the person in front of the person, do the dirty work, they get the person where they have to get the person and the person leave. First of all, a Nigerian man coming from Nigeria, he's only looking for money to go. You understand? The guy in Satan who talk to people from down there, he don't have money to pay for that place. He don't have money, but you know what he did? They go through the scene allowing people. And they bringing the allowing people, using that. So let me tell you, I had that thing operating, you know the party that operation there. They will bring the allowing people, give them the money, establish the business in their name, and they're behind the scene collecting the money. Those people taking up property from the people because they're going to build a lot of houses. They're going to put it into
so they're translating the stolen money into a kind of real estate.
Into real estate
stuff.
Yeah.
But then
so
they'll pass through. They will have entire parties to buy the people land from them. Exactly. And then you see structures going there, but it's owned by UP officials.
Yeah, you think so? That some investor or that they're doing it so you can know because they cannot carry the money outside, and people watching them. So when they carry the money, they'll be hard. So they got the money there. So what they're going to do? Demolish the people property, seize the property, and put houses them into real estate. But I can tell the people, the best thing to do, let them build it. At the end of the day, you're going to point it down. The houses should be pointing over there. Nobody know who pointing there.
Oh, that advice, they're not good advice. I mean, the whole country will commit to endorse it.
Listen, no, what I'm saying, I'm not talking about now. They're going to build it.
Anytime in the future, they'll be bringing when I'm kind of Gaza.
No, it would be good. You cannot make. Listen, Abu, let me tell you today. In America, where we live here, the government cannot put you outside like that. Government will find means and give you this to why they have a social service. And you understand? That's why you got the Ministry Youth and Sport and Social Welfare, right? Why are the people welfare they are taking care of? Yeah, if you even not get money to pay your rent and your landlord give you notice, the government will come in and put you somewhere. And put you somewhere. If you got family, they will pay for that family for you and your family. If you don't have family, if just you alone, they will put you in a shelter and give you something to call food stamp, and you'll be eating until you can get on your feet to do something. What kind of wickedness is this?
But yeah, the president said that she break it because government is not making new land, and Dylan too said that she break the people because they're on alleyways.
Like other homeless man who used to be passing behind everybody and part up in there, who used to go lie as a court officer to people stores there and collecting money for when you were working with TCGU.
Who is that, Dylan?
Dylan is a big criminal. Dylan used to scam people.
Dylan used to scam people that he lawyer?
Yeah, when you were working with TCGU, you are working the way you used to do. That homeless man who they are running behind Musa Benete and they giving it, talking to survive, that they don't want God and they use the Liberian people by lying on President Weah, the king of power, they able to get something for the Saturday, they there talking nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That man, or person, he knew himself. He knew himself. The man went around and he used to make the guy sing and make fun honor him and stand there and sing before they get something. And so he got a right to say nonsense. And you understand? That man who talking about Ghana making new land. Look, we'll break our house on our alleyway and we'll put a roundabout over there. We'll break our house and we'll put a circle over there. It will be a beautiful circle going to be to that place.
Okay.
Black people living on the alleyway for the locusts. That liability, the man who is on liability on the country, making people homeless. That freedom, man. You give a salary from nowhere. You tell a library you store. You get gold salt water to steal from business people.
It's a
you can't be making our people to fool man. You can't be making our people homeless. What kind of nonsense is that? So what we're gonna do? We will go after Parker children there. Parker children, and they already buy a house in New Jersey. Yeah? They got a house in New Jersey already. Hey, you know
so he is breaking other people's homes down here and then trying buying house in New Jersey and other places.
I tell the man their house is not far from West Central Waterspoon Lake.
Yeah, you must take the picture and send it for me.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? They're gonna come move closer. But we'll run behind. This is America. We'll run behind you in this country here. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. And of course, he's speaking his mind. And sometimes it's good to allow the brothers speak their mind on these issues because it's hurting. This is our country. And let's take 2 more calls and we can move to something else. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hi, Camille.
I'm trying. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm John Stein calling from Virginia, Bombing County. Yeah, my brother. Every government can't get their own work to do. So you leave the government, let it do their work.
All you got to say?
Yeah, all I gotta say, Joey, I can't.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah,
Good morning.
these are the way war element. They will come and change poverty. Abu, listen, this is our opinion. What the senior brother said. This black guy pocket. They may with them home. We wait for you to finish building everything. We'll come after the black guy because they of Serenity who came to look for the state of criminal. They get a functional elected medical below who are begging and running. Because they all they steal it out, lies to the people, that they both have the law is the law. It's fair, Abu. These are fasting, but are very sick and scary. Because these useless black guys get to look for our country and limiting our people to cause chaos. We are angry to the core. We need a fasting class foundation. And that day, we're going to our head. Let me say this.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. Lastly, please.
Good morning, Abu. How you doing, my son?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why you can be doing this time? You can be the last to call.
I tell you, see the man that coming into my phone, my son. I know what happened. Ain't that follow this? Say man that guy, I say I get on. So thank you for taking my call, my son. I want to talk to Joe, personal like you. President Joe Baka, what you doing? Like people they voted for you, and now what you doing? Papa Joe Baka, you told the people say what power I will rescue you. Papa Joe Baka, the people listen to you and they say, in the castle, will carry a boy in the chair. President Joe is always got the power will not stay in the city of Joe Baka. What will say that Joe Baka, what see you do, I will not do it. But if you are coming out to break down our food, making our people homeless, I was taking a street selling, Mr. Joe Baka. What are you doing? And Mr. Joe Baka, thank you. You told us that what to do it for people in air. What we are for them to will move left from there. And they say they agree with you. So Joe Baka, I agree with you to also go to every community, Baba. Are you right? You are poor, you are begging, according people. The Igbos are learning. Today you get plenty in your pocket. So you say your power, say, oh, passing around here. You're paying for the money to be paid. Why if you are able to be paid for the food, people that will bring them food away. You are able to tell it all. The law is the law. You want to able to break the stupid law, woman land, you will go and break it. So I say, thank you. That's very much. Tomorrow, tomorrow again. And you say you pay us today. So what is for evil? What will judge you tomorrow? But getting in my tomorrow, you got to put people to let tomorrow will come. That will pay their justice tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's the end of it. And folks, you've spoken your mind. You've spoken to the president on some of the issues that are bothering you. And of course, overwhelmingly, people are concerned about the wave of ongoing demolitions, while others believe some of those demolitions are illegal. They have been sponsored or they've been orchestrated by elements within the government who cannot use proceeds from corrupt money that they have accrued in the 2 years' time while serving in government. So they are passing it through third-party business people, foreigners, and all of that to go ahead and lay claim, and then they'll use their positions in government to beat the system and get some backdated deeds. These are all allegations because these communities have existed for years, 30, 50, 60, and some of these people have got deeds. So the wave of claiming and demolishing properties and ignoring the concerns and, of course, the impact is what the nation is extremely concerned about. And even others are afraid that their land that they're even occupying now, they can guarantee that. I mean, one other morning, somebody will not wake up and can say, from X place to X place, or from X to Y place belong to my grandfather, and this is our deed. And the people will go to the court and be given whatever permission and sign with armed toting police officers to inflict havoc and demolish and render the people homeless. That's what they've said. Mr. President, the boys in your court. Well, if this is the way you want to lead, this is the definition of your vision of leadership for the country, so be it. And if the country and its people going to sit down and accept it just as it is, it's also up to them. Our job is to signal where duties meet responsibilities, and of course, why compassion must remain the central theme of a welfare leadership. Especially a government professing an agenda of rescuing the people from backwardness, from poverty, to prosperity, stability, protection, and of course, equal rights. But what is happening in the country is a complete contradiction. And I see how uneasy a lot of you supporters of the regime becomes when we are here sounding these things, and you know they are facts. But boys in your coat. This break with Crime Stopper. When we come back, we talk our last conversation, and then we are out. This break.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know. You can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia, and of course, this is the final lap of the conversation right here on Freedom 87.9. And it's good to be back, right, folks? That was a very great exercise with you, and thanks to all of you that called and spoke your mind to some of the most burning issues in the country, and of course, calling the president's attention. And these things are good. They're good for our democracy. You sit, you listen, and you follow the issues, and you have your own reactions to some of those issues and happenings in the country. So we accord you the opportunities to speak. The platform, the medium to be heard. And that's why we are the voice of the voiceless. But folks, this is the final lap, and this is my own turn to speak. And what I want to speak to is something that we have all spoken about before, and it's on our lips, up and down, and we're having conversations about them. But I want to speak to it in a more passionate way, in a more revealing way, and in a more cautious way, so to speak. Now, it is about the calculated, deliberate, and of course, well executed plan to redefine our political space and detect it in a way that favors exclusively power and put it in the hands of those that are in power. It is a unity party orchestration. It is a Joseph Boakai vision. Let me restate it so you understand. That there is a danger hovering over the country, and it have got the ability and the propensity. And I know a lot of people listening, and I'm saying this. We are deducing from everything that's going on in the country. The rigmarole, the political witch hunts, the targeted persecutions, the silencings of critical voices, right? The attempt to compromise and, reputable institutions and silence them. We are aware. There are a few things the government has embarked on, and I think I sounded the caveat some months back. Now, the government, in its quest to perpetuate herself, and she's not seeking to do that on the merits of a democratic deliverables that will encourage citizens to extend her mandate, but rather they're trying to impose themselves on the people and caring less about what your feelings or reactions are and what the laws. There are a few things that have been going on. Look at the media, right? Take your time and critically look at what's happening in the media. If you have met a visitor at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, what is going on there? Media friends, media owners, even social media bloggers, and the different kinds of TVs that you see all on social media. The regime have chewed this guy. There's how much thousand in the budget, say, for media intelligence, right? Let me get the numbers correct. Let me get the numbers correct. So, Mr. How you call him? Jerry Limek Pia have gone on a spree of what? Trying to bring these people in and, of course, censor their editorials, right? Censor their editorial policies. Newspapers, radio station, online television, bloggers, and the likes are all there. They carry these people and they're using them for these purposes. You understand? I'm trying to get something quickly. How did I do this? Right? So they have some very good money. Nobody can deny the fact that Mr. Pia has been calling journalists and telling them what to say and putting them on monthly stipends. Media organizations are being given money. So the state is being rallied, and taxpayers' money are being used for a singular purpose to consolidate power and preserve power in the hands of Unity Party. A one-party dominance to stifle democratic pluralism and fundamentally undermine the sacrifices of our people for a democracy in a space that allow for a level playing field and competition. No. And these things are informed. The government is getting the feedback on the concerns of the people. The government is at a point where they know that when you go to popular election, they will be defeated. And when they get defeated, they will be held accountable for actions and decisions that they are making they don't want to. So they are not prepared to relinquish power. In the security sector, and in other sectors, this is the general consensus and agreement. So they are all rallied to steal power. Stealing power is not only to go to election and hijack election, but to steal power, steal the moral consciousness of the society, corrupt them. Do you hear pastors or imams speaking out on critical issues? Do you see civil society groups standing up with all the rapes that are going on? Do you see it? No. Do you see the opposition, the political opposition, really fierce, forceful? No. For the opposition, it's due to two major factors. Some have been compromised. Some are being used through the NSA, right, as spies on themselves. And in other cases, some are being intimidated, threatened, and compelled into self-censorship. So they're not talking. So the picture is being painted like an us versus them. As much as you're in opposition, but you're us, and it's them. Let's deny these people fundamentally. Let's deny them any chance for this. So what is your issue? We'll get you contract. Some of your beginner will get a contract. We'll get in this. Discretionarily spending the country money just to preserve and consolidate power. Similar to what you see the likes of Putin, Kim Jong-un, and others are doing. Right? The court system, lawyers, when serious issues of legality arises in the country, what do you see happening with lawyers? They all shying away. They don't want to talk. They don't want to have conversation about it. Everybody leaving. Nobody won't talk. They've been compromised. And these things are not raising any red flag to you. The system intimidates, instill fear and threats. If you're a professional, independent entrepreneur somewhere that had the leverage and the freedom to speak your mind on issues in the country, you get threatened. Your opportunity at contracts are limited, denied. So you are forced into self-censorship. This is how the country is running. And that's why you, the ordinary people, are complaining every day. The very people you used to hear talking for you, you're not hearing them, you're wondering, but what is going on? Nobody's talking. We're left, we're abandoned. But guess what? You're not all abandoned because the actual power is vested in you. You are the custodian of the real power that can change anything. We are waiting for the media, you're not going to get it. If you're waiting for the civil society, you're not going to get it. Even as alarming as rape and sexual gender-based violence cases are in the country, AFL, WIMNET, and all the other women rights organizations, have you heard them say anything? No. They wouldn't, because it is them. This is there to protect and preserve against you. So in an environment where these kinds of divisive narratives are peddled and of course used as the national governance order of the day, becomes troubling, discriminatory, and the future is bleak. Absolutely. Precedent of these cases have always turned out because when you can only marginalize the people to an extent, and when they build from the back and consolidate power, they will forcefully demand their rights. And these are the impending threats to the future stability and tranquility of the land. Let's come to some of the real issues that we see as the real defining moment. And this is to the people in power. You are making too many compromises. You're ignoring too many things simply because you have a vendetta against one man. You are prepared to have this country go anyhow because you are determined to eliminate one man from the actions. Politically, eliminate and get rid of one man, one George Weah. You have self-convinced that the work you will do are never and will never be sufficient to unpopularize this man and deny him political comeback. You have come to the realization that you lack the capacity to convince Liberian with development to reject this man. And the only thing you can do and you're prepared to do, right, is to take unpopular actions to achieve it, ignoring the risks and the consequences, and pretending to be in charge of controlling it. And then we ask, to what end are you prepared to do this to the country? To what end? When you concoct a frivolous political machinations to go after the spouse of the former president of the country, it is a message. It is a coded message. And that's what we are putting you on the alert. It is George Weah that they are after. And the goal is to eliminate George Weah. George Weah must not be president. They consider allowing him to be president. No, he should never, ever be president. Agree. Politically, anybody can profess that. But you must work within the bailiwick of the democratic and, confines to achieving that desire. But if you say you will abuse those democratic opportunities and you will get it by every means, every how, George Weah is not an ordinary personality. Whether you like him or not, you are very aware of the men he commands, the numbers, the hearts that shakes when George Weah is touched. You're aware. You know that. So, in any attempt to go after Mr. Weah, in any form or manner, depending on whatever calculation you are holding, you are having, I am telling you, you should abort that. You should abort whatever thing you're doing. Work, deliver, communicate your achievements, right? Use all of the means. Convince the people. Go to the polls. Be George Weah. He goes sit down. But that other one you're planning, you should disembark. Because this country here, right? Not for your 6-year enjoyment. That every other personal achievements that people have accrued over the period, you should come and derail it because you want to clinch onto power. That's not the way to do it. This democracy that we have, no. Ellen, as wise and intelligent and political as she is, right, could not unpopularized we are through these kinds of, political, what have you. 2005, what was not said? You cannot kill, you cannot impose onto yourself the responsibility of killing in the heart of the people their love for a woman at the detriment of the state. No. Work. You have the state, and infrastructure, you have the budget, everything available to you, everything in the country, you have it. Mr. President, beat this man. The first time you're in opposition, you manage. Not only you want him, you have everything available to yourself now. Let the Liberian people go. Let them see your work. And some of your people going around and say you're bidding role, you're doing this. Take your record 2029 and bring it and put it against Weah. Be in the election. We ourselves will tell Mr. Weah, say, the people have defeated you, go and sit down. But we don't want war in Liberia. There is nowhere in the country where you target the most adored, the most popular, the most celebrated person, and you think it goes like that. In any context, whether the man is popular for the good reason, the wrong reason, whatever, anybody that has you done. Take the case of what happening in Mexico now. One man, in fact, a drug lord, who, according to record, is very magnanimous in the country. As much as he's dealing drugs, got killed. What happened? Look at what is happening. So that is just a case of a one man like that. Say that sometimes as leader, as much as you're enjoying the privilege, you have the money, and you want to go away, but think about the country, think about yourself. You may have the opportunity to buy and to get a visa and leave the country, but now all of your family will get the opportunity to leave. People will leave here. Any casualty will affect them. So leadership has to be handled with care. That because anything that comes negative out of reckless leadership decision, it affects you no matter what you do, no matter how you go lay down somewhere, right? Even that one day throwing of stone, it will affect somebody that close to you, somebody that you know. And that will be a terrible legacy. And to pursue George Weah in other ways, I've got chances to create situation in this country. And we want to warn the government. We want to call on the partners to sit down with them and talk to the government to say, you know what? You were here in opposition. This very man allow you. You went to election. He found money, right? Single-handedly and sponsor an election that you all participated in. You defeated him. And he accepted and left. Go defeat the man the same way. You have all your politics, but please, the terrible elements that are among you, like giving some of these other suggestions and things, you put them out of the room. Liberia must not go down because of one person dislike for George Weah. No. Go to the post and beat the man. And he gets says here, you say you build all the roads, you put skyscraper, you put water in everybody's home, deliver that one and take it to the election and beat the man. Simple as that. Huh? You go after the man's wife. You violate the laws in the process, demonstrating a clear intent to get at the first family, the former first family. A clear intent that my desire is not the law. I'm looking at the law that this man is going for. I want to incriminate this man. And the attempt from the get-go is sinister. It's unconstitutional. And you think everybody will sit down and watch you? By what means? Oh, you can go ahead and use your intelligent people to give money to people in the men's cycle. But how many more people will you give money to? Do you think the people love and admiration for Weah is determined by the people around him? No. It is a one-to-one situation. Weah to them situation. And this is the breaking news that we are hearing. That beyond that, They're very Cloud Mountain and its asset recovery folks are also contemplating, right, going after Mr. Weah property in the ABC area. So this is how they are going to do it. Because there is immunity for President Weah. So they will use, and that can be anybody. They will use somebody within President Weah's cycle currently and draw up some sort of indictment, linking them to the property and using that as a means to go. Right. And once they use that person, they say, oh, probably you were the person in charge while the construction was going on. So the government, and the government would just put you under that cloud to asset recovery. Anything is possible just as they're doing it. So we are getting these things from inside source. Then we ask, why are we going the extra length for one man and clearly leaving the right procedures to do and not being led by anything that we have ourselves uncovered or seen, that we take that on the basis of this we are going? No, but the ultimate objective is to target this man and bring this man down, ignoring and, of course, downplaying his popularity, his influence, and, of course, the fact that this man as opposition, even his own partisans beat on him, that he's not talking, he's not saying anything, allowing you the space to have and, of course, run your government. He have not organized any protests. He have not led any uprising. He has not supported or endorsed anything on the record that you say, oh, I don't have the space to govern because this man as opposition is making governance difficult for me. No. He's living and regularly playing and practicing his football matches, celebrating moments when he have it, calling friends, having time with them. And that's how he has been living. You think he's not aware of what's going on in the country? He's aware. You think he don't have the capacity to speak? He has. But he's letting you to lead. And even stopping members of his political party. You listen to the chairman on matters of the eviction of the CDC from his party headquarters. In the dying minute, who called and said everybody should leave that place when he got to know that people were trying to resist. Say, you'll leave. If the government comes there with police, you'll leave. I don't want to see anybody. If that man was interested in chaos, he would not have done that. You have let it go. You have let it be. Then maybe by now the government is clearing herself, defending herself, somebody who gave order to fire gun, but now we inside. He saved the country of that moment. Whenever moments have come for confrontation, he have used his authority and his voice and his leadership over those who believe in him to say, stand down. Let the government have its will. How more peaceful and cooperative can an opposition be than what Weah has been? That you want to target him? Are you more Liberians than him? Do you hate him for the grace and the favor that God has given him? Even you that becoming leaders, what do you think you've done differently? What makes you think you are better than every other person in the country? It's God's favor that lend you the privilege and opportunity to be leader in your country. And you want to abuse that, to use that, to go after other people? And everybody sitting and say, oh, it's a weird thing. Aside from the president, these are small actions and things that you are doing that's threatening the future stability and tranquility of the country. It is a terrible precedent. There were plethora of reasons for people who served the country in the United Party 12 years to be pursued and chased after the gangsters around here, because they themselves even admitted to corruption and stealing when the head of state then said that she did nothing, that corruption is a vampire. That was a statement. That was a statement of admittance to the overwhelming nature of state looting that was going on. Mr. Wiakim, he focused on his purpose and his message and did his little in those directions about making governance about the people and taking leadership to them and bringing the presidency to them. You can. Nobody saying do not pursue accountability. Yes, do it. But do it within the confines of the law. But when you target and you say you are going for people, and the law says this is the procedure, and the person you even say you're going for, they're not even resisting. They have not even threatened. They have not even refused. They have declared to the world that we are open and willing to cooperate with the court. But let's do it for the sake of respecting our country's law. That should have been a sober moment for you to go and sit down and say, gentlemen, y'all do the thing the right way. If your team will get something, y'all go to court. Take your evidence and press charges. Let the people come, let go prosecute them. But he said, no. You are going to pursue a fishing expedition. And you'll go ahead now. From Clawia, they will open the ABC complex, the so-called condominiums that they talk about. We'll use the same route because the court, criminal court A, have already given currency to this illegitimate pursuit. So they will use that precedent and they will go the same way. They don't care. For them, they don't care. And they are equally aware that no matter how many lawsuits you drag we are into, once we are made it to the ballot, we are will defeat them. They've done their own assessment. They've come out to that. Say he is unimaginably loved. So the goal is to ensure that he is politically eliminated, removed from the politics and the process. This is where we are. Should leadership be about tearing other people apart? When governance and the pursuit of the presidency become a matter of eliminating your opponent, then it's troubling. That is a radicalized environment. That's a terroristic atmosphere. That's what I have to say. Our mouths are wide, we hear, our ears are big, and we say, put you on the alert. We're here, we're watching. Times are hard, Liberians are grappling and struggling and managing gradually, and government is going on. You use heavy hand on the people, they come, they complain, oh, the government, things are hard, but nobody's taking any attempt on them. But then you were saying, because you hate this man so much, and you have turned personal hate into national hate, and using your political offices to nationalize the hate for George Weah and make it a national symbol and use it to go after him. This is sheer wickedness. When you think about it, you say, but what kind of country we are in? So 15 minutes to go. Let me hear your thought. What if the government wants to do that and the government does that? And it creates a situation in the country. What justify these actions and these threats, the attempts? 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. And you will be live. And let's hear your thought. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, wow. I like your number. That's the whole thing. But you found a way to hold you on my back. Oh, the issue of bandits or where we never reach to that river. When we reach that river, we'll cross.
But to where we cross your we are to enter. PC to where we cross your we are to enter the presidency. We are leaders and we calculate, we silent, we are looking at the people. But the people will be people tomorrow. Thank you, man.
Thank you, my old man. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
I was just watching us show. I do come from Israel. I would thank you so much. You said it all. But you know, the former president himself is responsible for whatever that is happening to him. We were here. Our party headquarters that we built a renowned vocational school. The people went and break it down. It went quietly without anything. That night when the 30-year John spoke, instead of getting the police to go there, when the police go, they were brought with men. Men were there. That night, if you follow the video from that school man out there, that whole area was no go for anybody. Unfortunately, King, everybody should leave, everybody left. This country
that was not weakness. That was statementship. No, that was statementship. No. That was statementship. I agree. So Mr. Weir did not allow himself to think ordinarily. He know that God gave him the opportunity to be leader, and he had to take responsibility for the protection of all of you that were there.
But although God did that, but you have to protect yourself. You can't say that put me right on you that way. That's the reason why he put you in the line. You will not do anything. That is not good.
No, they are not riding. That's not what it's called riding. They are abusing power. So you got to call that out. Thank you very much. Good morning. People are abusing power when you say riding. You see the law, they violate and do their own thing. Morning, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, man. Yes, you know the poor. I know I'm JT to call it Rakawa. Those people, they are doing all these things to tell the man. I think year before he last, he signed a worker code. That worker code is just hanky. The hanky in a way that all the provoking that they're doing, lead mistake that man made, then we bring about that worker code again. So it's better the man apply wisdom that will be vetting until the 2020 account. In the 2020 account, they will find a means to get the government out. So we should not say that the man is weak. The man is apply intelligence. If you read Proverbs 29:11 and 11:29, it says, "Fool look at trouble and enter in it, but wise person see this and escape it." So that wiseness we is applying. So we should not see it to be a weakness. That's what I see this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well said. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
This is one of the guys in the combo chairman, and I'm GOP with the actual let me speak to my leader. Leader, we beg you. Even going having fought or battle for something to be restored. This is not, it's not weakness. I thought this can be exposed. We are being chased in our girl community because of you, because we chose to stand by you. We gotta be so strength, not your weapons. These people in power, they don't know law. They don't know anything. We stand there and exemplify in all directions you are seeing it. Stop wasting your time and be going to go and say you want to pursue the process. They want to target you. And some of us see you as our leader. We see you as our look, we say, these things we are doing, we are sacrificing day and night. We say, look, when you catch me, George, you will come for you. Papi, if you, who will say, if you touch me, George will come for you. If you are being treated like that before us, how do you think we'll feel? This is just a step to give more life your peace. Do not allow it. Do not allow yourself to be bullied by this thing called peace, ambassador of peace. Look, they are using that as a weapon against you. They are weaponizing your peaceful nature. It is fighting us. Please. I know I tell you listen. If you are listening, look, you are doing it for us. free. If some of us block and share for them peace of foreign camp, because we thought that we have become peaceful, but there are some elements of the bad days that are still roaming the corridor of this country. If some of us are blown with self to pick the island, you know, so that we can be free foreign, do it. We are giving ourselves for. Don't think about us.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, such a big commandant calling for the hotel of the district 17.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, I often told people that there's the difference between conduct, LinkedIn seed, and manners. But the fact of the matter is that we did have intelligence, and I often told people that it will be difficult for the CDC to take power once again, especially some of us are opportune to find ourselves in the security setting. On a daily basis, we don't always receive information that for the CDC to take power once again, it won't be allowed by the United Party. This is one of the most important reasons we took into consideration and wanted the former head of state and the attempt to turn power over to the Unity Party was a disaster, or could be a disaster.
So why they will not? Why CDC will not take power? That means they won't organize election.
No, there are plans from A to D that the Unity Party crafted. Now, the first is that they are going to hunt down all former citizens that is actually been equipped. The second plan is that all assemblies that is in full conduct make sure that they do everything to seize whatsoever they have. And that of the thing is that 1 year prior to the election, they will drag the former head of state into the corruption scandal, which will ban him from contesting. And the last thing is that 1 year prior to the election, they are planning to bring in foreign forces to beat all the security sectors in order to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So these plans are all crafted. So it will be much difficult to actually, for the city, even when they win the election, it will be difficult. There's some of us who are opportune to be in the security setting. Up to now, we are still there. I call you, I'm not calling you on my number, but the fact of the matter will be much difficult.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you must understand this is the reason why we wanted the former heads of state on various occasions before they start to the results. And we could prefer turning power over to any other unit and how to call it, political party, but not the unity party. We wanted him, but yet, for the sake of peace and compromise.
Okay. Thank you very much. These things, sometimes people enjoying power, the money swing, they can talk, all kind of thing. But let's hear you. Because I know any time to do these things, trust me, the outcome will be chaotic. I can tell you that for free. Any attempt to do that. Go ahead. Money, let's hear you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
I'm even calling from West Point. Let me ask you, can you remember one of the ministers, president minister, said that they're going to do anything for Georgia to not come to power? One of the ministers said it.
Okay.
But let me tell you, let me tell my leader first, John Wian. This time around, they're not forgetting things. Oh, my boy, you're forgetting. No. This time, they're not forgetting things. We're not forgetting. Look, even the Bible, the Bible, you can take things back if you want, like what happened in the past. So, let me ask you a question. Those that in you think, you know how many years of war we are in the country? Those that in now, you think they're more than those that know about arms?
No, they can't. They can't be.
Those that in arms presently, you think they are more than those that know about arms?
No.
Okay. And here's to the why. It's quite sufficient.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. Good morning. Okay, let me take this on the WhatsApp. Let me take this. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, man. Abu, I've been calling and then calling my name, but for this short information, will you please allow me not to call my name because I don't want someone to know the person.
Go ahead.
All right, Abu, this morning, and then we were passing, you know that this morning they put in a machine out today. And then where to when you reach they set up a team on the road, like paying a group to be on the road to cheer the machine. And when you reach to Simenko, west side of the bush, you just set up your camera, you observe it there. And then if you observe that since this morning they have been
they're paying people to stand along the road and be cheering.
Yes. And then this morning again to put the machine, I have been serious not because the amount of machine that they cheer on the thing they were expecting like 100, and then the other machine
they all 137. So we ourselves we are posted our camera. We'll count one by one. I didn't say, but so we're waiting for them. They told the Liberian people that they have brought the first batch 137. So we'll have our people deploy along the corridor. They will count it one by one. Well, no, we tell the government are criminal. They seen where they lie about the bosses. Up to now, they didn't bring the banana bosses yet. They seen thing they did with the machine thing. But we Thank you, my brother. Good morning. Let me take 2 more calls. Morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Let me come on in, please. This is why we always calling the president, the ex-president, and the people that are around him. There are things going on that we can talk off air. We can talk on air. We have to discuss it off air. We always calling them. You that run the president, the ex-president, let him know so thing. We can talk all, but they can't hear us. This is Africa, and this is Liberia. Politics here is different. Our politics here is different, but they can't hear us. I will not say everything here, what's happening, what we can see, and what we know is happening.
Okay.
I beg you, Abu. They can't hear people.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. And so, lastly, good morning.
Good morning, brother Abu.
Morning.
Thank you very much. Sandy Sharif, my name from Broadview. Brother Abu, you know the information that you are giving to the Liberian people, the opposition community, especially CDC, they need to take it in consideration to see how best they can start working on it. Because we just witnessed the election in Uganda. You saw how popular is the major opposition leader, Bobby won. Anywhere Bobby won't go, he will put on enormous. Anywhere he go, with all the intimidation from the regime. But at the end of the day, M7 and Museveni had that the election result. Today, you see what is happening in Uganda.
Okay.
Similar thing.
Thank you very much. I agree with you, but the contexts are way too different. And of course, the conditions under which these things happen are just not the same. Mr. Museveni has been in power for ages, and he controls a whole lot in that place. 6 years is not enough to have the level of dominance and control over the nation, like in the case of Museveni. But folks, time is fast spent. And this is how we like to bring the curtains down on this Thursday morning presentation of the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, where we discuss those issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. I want to thank all of you that participated through calls or texts. And those of you that just played the listening role, we're going to be here on Monday to continue from exactly where we stopped. Until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. My name is Abu Sharif. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters.